Hi, John Parrillo here. This video is called the most brutal leg workout ever. Okay, now you've all heard stories about killer workouts, about Paul Anderson squatting 1,200 pounds, about guys starting out and doing all kinds of things and killer leg work, about Tom Platz who squatted supposedly 315 or 2 1/4, 315, I forget what it was, for 10 minutes straight. Guys actually squat until they pass out and then coming to again and picking the bar up and keep on squatting. Okay, we've all heard those stories. I've heard the stories. A friend of mine said he actually passed out squatting and he came to and he picked the bar up and kept squatting again, but for some reason, those stories, they're usually the only one in the gym. You know, he was the only one in the gym at the time, so I never saw that. But I did see a killer, brutal leg workout. It was between Franco Santoriello, who was the most intense person I ever saw train, and Mark Banner, which I don't list him in my top 3 most intense people that I ever saw train. But this leg workout was one of those things because I never saw him train on a regular basis. He would come down and train even once a week, but people that I say are the most intense people I ever saw train would come to me and train over a length of weeks or months together and put every workout together the same. I mean, train with that intensity. But Mark Banner, who is from Maryville, Indiana, who won the Mr. Universe. Franco, of course, he won his class at the NPC Nationals, became a pro bodybuilder, IFBB pro. Okay, these guys were intense trainers, and Banner came down one time, and this was when I was on Kennedy Avenue. We now have a much nicer facility up here. We had a gym in the back. It was hardcore. And of course, I'm very good about egging people on, so it's like, okay, Franco was staying with me at the time. He would stay, one time he lived with me for 9 months, okay. But Banner was coming down and, okay, it was leg workout day. I said, okay, and Banner was bragging about how the killer leg workouts he was doing. I knew Franco could do killer workouts. So we started a leg workout and I got him going. I got, no, let's see who can you beat him? Can you do more than him on this set and that set? They seem to be very evenly matched. And if you ever been training with somebody, and this happened to me once about being totally even match, there was a guy named Jeff who used to be on our powerlifting team. And he and I one time, this went on for about a 5-month period, were trying to outdo each other in bench presses. Once we did our heavy bench, we could get, we were right at the exact same weight, which was right at around 400 pounds. One guy couldn't bench 5 pounds more than the next. Then we would do down sets, and we'd put like 315 on there and get 10 or 12 reps on our down sets. And we get to 215. I mean, we get 23 and a half reps, and you get like halfway up, and the next guy could only, get it halfway up and couldn't get it an inch higher than that. And we were nobody could beat the other guy for about a 5-month period, I think. Then finally, he was younger than me, he finally beat me. But we went neck and neck. We were counting inches on the reps, and we couldn't even beat the other guy. So I've seen this happen. Well, Franco and Mark seem to be totally just dead even on legs. And I started egging them on. Well, can you beat him on this set? Can you beat him on that set? And this workout went, and these weren't just, these were screaming sets. They went up to 600-pound squats. And I think they each got like 4 reps with 600 pounds, okay? And they couldn't get any more. Then they did down sets, and they ended up doing about 20 sets of squats to where they were repping out with like, I think they even got down to 1 plate at the end of the work, the end of this, just the squat portion. They had like 1 plate on there. They were getting 50 reps and couldn't get another rep and couldn't beat the other guy. Then they went on to the extensions. They went on to curls. They went on to leg presses. This workout went on for 4 hours. First Franco would do a set, and they'd pick a weight, and he'd kill it and do as many as he could. And then Banner would get on there, and he couldn't do another. He just right even with him. Then they would change the weight, and then Banner would get on there, and he would just do a killer set of extensions, and he'd get to like third 20 or 30 reps up just that high, and then Franco would get, and he couldn't beat him even by an inch. This went on for 4 hours. I mean, just totally intense, gut busting, yeah, veins sticking out in their neck, screaming, ah! And Franco and Mark Banner and I were the only ones there. This was in the back of our old location. It wasn't a public gym anymore, and we'd bring people in to train and have training camps and that there. I witnessed this. It went on for 4 hours. Finally, it was just evident neither of them were going to win, and it was, they were getting hungry, and it was time, and they called it a draw. And I said, guys, I've never told anybody, hey, it's time to finish the workout when they were going, but it's like, okay. They just said, hey, they looked at each other after 4 hours. I mean, gut busting, wrenching, screaming, trying to beat the guy by 1 rep, or even just get a little higher on the rep. And they called it a draw because neither person was going to win. And that was, I mean, but it wasn't just, okay, your turn to do a set, my turn to do a set. When one guy was done, the next guy, they would change the play. Okay, oh, and he'd get as many as he could. He'd go, ah, you know, weight would go up there on, whether it be 12, 15, 20, no matter what they had to stack up. And notice, like, these stacks go heavy. This one on leg extension goes up to 270 pounds. And this might even have been one of the ones we were using at the time. But I mean, they were doing the whole stack. They were doing the stack attack. And then they were going down and doing maybe 100 reps and getting 40 and 50 and 60 reps, and they couldn't beat each other. But it wasn't just, and they weren't resting between sets. This was one set after another, after another, after another. So that's the most intense leg workout I've ever seen, and I couldn't imagine anybody beating that. Even you hear the guys, oh, he squatted 315 for 10 minutes. Well, that's very good, and I know Tom Platts did some killer workouts, but believe me, this probably rivaled any workout that Tom Platts did. Don't forget to visit us at www.parrillo.com, and I hope this gives you a little enthusiasm for your next leg workout. Go get them. Pick somebody and try to beat them.